Bats have a bad rap, but they're critical to the environment. But it's the environment that's now turning on them. A fungus first discovered in a cave in upstate New York in 2006 is killing them off in record numbers. In this week's Garden State Green, I'll show you what wildlife officials in New Jersey are up against.
They wouldn't choose to be in here.
It's a race against time to find a cure for a disease that is eradicating the bat species.
I just wish we knew what to do.
White nose syndrome is a fast-moving fungus that has killed more than 1 million bats in the eastern U.S.
We haven't seen this type of wildlife mortality in my lifetime, and I can't remember anything that's been of this magnitude.
Discovered in New Jersey in 2009, WNS has all but wiped out New Jersey's bat population.
Went from close to 30,000 bats down to less than 2,000 in a single year.
The fungus attaches to cave bats in hibernation, eating away at their wings and tails. They fly from the warmth of their caves and eventually starve to death. WNS has wildlife officials, biologists, and environmentalists perplexed, and the prognosis is terminal.
This is happening at such a rapid pace. I mean, you're talking about a few years where you're seeing such high amounts of mortality. Most research takes, years to complete.
But there is one saving grace.
These are my babies.
Wildlife officials like Valent bring sick bats to the sanctuary, Jackie Cashmere's Bat Sanctuary.
In the winter, they're almost dead. They're starving and they're half frozen. They haven't eaten in a couple of months. They've been laying on the ground for 2 days. This is what that fungus was doing to his wings.
Oh my God.
Just disintegrating it, like making ulcers and holes.
She's not a vet or scientist. In fact, she's a court reporter. In her spare time, she rehabilitates bats and does something most scientists have not been able to do: reverse the effects of WNS.
There's a lot missing here. I can't even pull it tight and see how it's curled under. There should be a lot down here.
Bats are now the #1 mammal in the U.S. in crisis. The common little brown is headed for the endangered species list.
If we didn't have bats in our environment, you wouldn't be able to walk out your door in the summer.
Just one bat eats 10,000 insects each night. Without bats, crops would be destroyed and farmers would be forced to use more pesticides.
See? Little chubby boy.
They're getting a second shot at life thanks to Jackie and a common household ingredient: vinegar.
You just really soak his wings.
A wash of vinegar over the sick bats and round-the-clock TLC. The disease started to disappear.
It looks better, but maybe I'm just hoping it looks better. So I did it again. Well, by the third night, it was like there was no doubt that it stopped whatever was happening.
But it takes months of training in the flight cage and feeding by hand until they're able to go back out on their own.
Wow.
Then the time comes. It's a test of endurance.
Is this bittersweet for you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, you did a job well done, but you worry about them.
Until there's a cure, it's a question of longevity for this nocturnal mammal. They outlived dinosaurs, but will they survive white nose syndrome? Now, Jackie is no longer releasing the rehabilitated bats until the caves are free of disease. This is a labor of love. Jackie cares for the bats, all at her own expense. For more information about her bat sanctuary or a tour, go to the Garden State Green page of News12.com. And if you have a comment about this story, go to my Facebook page at Roxanne Evans 12.